morning, everyone. It is Thursday, January 1st. Happy New Year. I'm Rachel Kim.
And I'm Christine Lazar. Jamie and Sheba are off today, and Southern California is in for another wet holiday.
But rain on the Rose Parade isn't deterring spectators. We have live team coverage this morning. Our Cara Finstrom and Tina Patel are in Pasadena checking out the floats and checking in with campers. And meteorologist Amber Lee is in studio tracking the radar. How's it looking, Am? All right, we'll see you soon, Am. Thank you. Well, we are just an hour away from the start of the Rose Parade.
And final preparations are underway right now in the rain. CBS LA's Cara Finstrom is live in Pasadena, also in the rain, where the floats are ready to roll. Hi, Cara. How's the rain out there? It looks like it's coming down a little harder now.
Good. It is. You know, we got a big downpour about a half hour ago. So a lot of the folks who are volunteers out here, they have been talking about, go ahead, navigating what they're calling the river. Take a look at this because we're going to have to walk around here as well. Just coming down the street at a pretty good clip here because we got so much rain. But here's the good news. We are giving an all new phrase or a new meaning to floats because these floats will continue to go down towards Colorado Boulevard despite all of this rain. You can see they're all lined up. They've got tow trucks on standby to help if needed, but at last check all of these floats were ready to go, and you can see all of the folks out here have the ponchos on. We understand the dancers, the folks who will be walking alongside the floats, they have put on ponchos as well. Now, I did speak with folks with the Tournament of Roses Parade, and they tell me that they did make a couple little changes this year. The convertibles that carry those VIPs, they're going to have the tops up, and they also are bringing out fire trucks to carry some of the other VIPs. Want to walk up along here and give you a look at some more of these floats real quickly here. We also spoke with the fire department and the police department. They're going to give us an update in about a half hour as to how things stand, but overnight they say things came along pretty well despite all of the rain. Preparations were made, and this parade will go on starting at about 8 o'clock this morning. You can see some of the horses up there and the folks in ponchos just ready to head out. Back to you. Let's send things over to Tina now.
I'm Tina. Yeah, Cara, I'm about a mile and a half from where you are along the parade route, and we had a period of some really heavy rain maybe about 10 minutes ago. A number of the people that were already kind of camped out, a few of them we saw running, maybe seeing if they could take shelter in their car for a little bit and hoping that the rain will taper off a little bit before the parade actually starts. But you know, how bad this weather is, it really depends on where you're from. There are people here from Southern California that are used to the kind of sunny, warm weather, and it never rains on New Year's, and so they're not really loving this. But there are a number of fans here from Indiana here for the big game, including these folks. So, Ashley, I have to ask you, if you were home in Indiana, what would the weather be like right now?
It is currently, I was just texting my dog sitter, ice and snow. So even though the rain's not great, I think we would rather take this over the weather in Indiana. It's very cold there right now.
Well, that's good. I mean, the Rose Bowl is such a tradition, so historic. So even though the weather's not great, how does it feel to be out here in California for this big game?
It's great. We were all just talking because we all just flew from Indiana. We grew up going to school in Bloomington, went to IU, so we've never seen a football year like this. Heisman winner, #1 in the nation, so we're just happy to be here.
And you and I were actually saying, because you're from Indiana, your team knows how to play in rough conditions.
Yes.
So when you think about the game and Alabama, I mean, are you worried, or you feel like maybe there's an advantage for this?
I think an advantage. We're used to playing in rough weather. It's sometimes snowing and October. You just never know. So I think we're prepared. So I'm excited.
Well, good. I'm sorry we don't have better weather for you, but I'm glad that you guys are here. Happy New Year. And I want to show you guys, they found, very smart, they found one little overhang on one of the businesses here along Colorado. So they're staying warm and dry while they can. I do want to have Victor swing around and show you, though, because there are a number of people that have started to kind of get their camping spots out. Now, you'll see that there are some people with umbrellas. When the parade actually starts, they're going to have to put these umbrellas down. All of the tents that are here, they're going to have to take those down because the parade organizers don't want to block anyone's view. But right now, everybody's just kind of trying to survive and yeah, staying kind of as close to the edges of the buildings as they can to get a little bit of a break. Right now, it looks like it's just kind of a steady rain. So we'll see what happens. We're less than an hour away, so maybe things will lighten up. I guess fingers crossed. We'll send it back to you.
Oh my goodness, Tina, what are people doing in the meantime to kill some time? You know, I know a few folks are trying to stay under the awnings there.
Yeah, you know, I was actually saying I don't know where the Starbucks is, but more and more people are walking by with cups. So I think that hot chocolate, coffee, definitely big. There was some music playing earlier. Some people have some portable speakers, and they were really cranking it earlier. And one of the people that I was talking to, he says he's been going here every year since he was a kid. And he said as more people come out, like they feed off each other's energy. So right now, I mean, it's tough because it is wet, it is kind of cold. But I think that when we get closer to parade time and everybody's out here, I think they're just going to be so happy to be here. And like I'm saying, you know what? This is going to be a Rose Parade to remember. So there you go. You know, we don't get a lot of rain on New Year's Day, so this will be one that definitely you'll be able to talk about.
All right, Tina. Well, I'm married to a Hoosier, so I'll be rooting for Indiana. And I know they're so excited to be out here because Indiana hasn't been in the Rose Bowl for a very long time. So it's exciting, even with the rain. Thanks so much, Tina. And rain on the Rose Parade is rare. In fact, it has only rained 10 times in the parade's history. The last time was 20 years ago. This is video from 2006 when it rained on Parade Day. And how 2006 was 20 years ago is still blowing my mind, but I guess it is.
Time has flown by. All right, Alabama and Indiana fans were surely hoping for better weather when they traveled out here to see their schools play in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, but the clouds and the light rain yesterday didn't stop fans from heading down to the Rose Bowl bash held outside the stadium. People could pose with the trophy, see the marching bands perform. For the visitors from the Midwest and the Southeast, they say the weather could be worse.
I was hoping for sunshine, but we'll take the rain.
The weather's just like it is in Alabama, just kind of calmy and rain and everything.
It's really not too bad. I mean, it could be worse. We've played in snow this year.
See, it just shows we Californians are wimps when it comes to our weather.
Spoiled.
Everybody else is like, big deal, it's a little rain. Well, hope those fans pack their rain gear because if the weather keeps up, it could be the first bowl game played in the rain since 1955.
Yikes. Okay, so this is the 112th Rose Bowl. The granddaddy of them all kicks off at 1 o'clock. This is Indiana's second straight season reaching the college football playoff, but only second appearance in the Rose Bowl since 1967 when they lost to who else? My Trojans, USC. Well, meantime, stadium parking is already sold out for today's game, but there's a shuttle operating from Dodger Stadium. It starts at 8 a.m. and ends 90 minutes after the game. Attendees can enter through Gate A or E on Vin Scully Avenue, and it costs $25 to park.
Well, Rachel, while we were sleeping, the rain couldn't stop the party in downtown LA. People still came together to dance their way into a new year at Gloria Molina Grand Park. While the rain did thin out the crowd, the brave people who did show up, they were ready to celebrate.
Anything is fantastic at LA, because in Bay Area we only have some fireworks.
Oh, this is great, yeah, like there's so much energy out here. It's nice to be here. There's so many people here despite the rain. We're coming from Irvine, California, so yeah, it's just nice to be out here.
This is my first time. It's really interesting. I just chill at home New Year's Eve, so coming out and like doing the countdown soon is really exciting.
Well, some other people we spoke to say they felt like the rain gave them a fresh, clean slate heading into 2026. Countries around the world rang in the new year with spectacular displays of lights, fireworks, and music.
And as CBS LA's Kmal Afzali reports, others paid tribute to lives lost in recent tragedies.
A stunning fireworks show over Sydney to ring in the new year. An hour before, crowds fell silent to honour the 15 victims of last month's deadly shooting attack at Bondi Beach. Hong Kong said goodbye to 2025 with a scaled-back celebration, a month after a tragic high-rise fire killed more than 150 people. In Beijing, revelers braved sub-zero temperatures at China's Great Wall to watch a light show count down to 2026. Light and fireworks lit up the skies from Dubai to Egypt's pyramids, from the Arc de Triomphe in Paris to the Thames River in London. But at Kyiv's Independence Square, lights were dimmed at midnight for a nation still at war as Ukraine enters a fourth year since Russia's full-scale invasion. Across the Atlantic in the US, Americans from sea to shining sea ushered in the nation's 250th anniversary year. The iconic crystal ball over New York's Times Square was lit up red, white and blue to commemorate the milestone.
We're doing great as a country. We're back.
President Trump played up his first year back in office, welcoming 2026 at a New Year's Eve party at Mar-a-Lago. While in the nation's capital, images celebrating the country's history were projected onto the Washington Monument. Kmal Afzali, CBS News, London.
And some breaking news in Northridge this morning where police say an off-duty Homeland Security agent shot and killed a man who they say was firing a rifle into the air. It happened just before 11 last night in an apartment complex on Roscoe Boulevard and Luis Avenue. Investigators say that officer confronted the man before he opened fire. An investigation is still underway and no arrests have been made. And in Hollywood, a car erupted into flames in the rain this morning on the northbound 101 near Gower. As our photographer was shooting that video, you can actually see the front bumper falling off the car from the intensity of those flames.
We're learning more about the 19-year-old who died after falling hundreds of feet on Mount Baldy. Marcus Casanova was one of 3 hikers found dead on the mountain Tuesday. His hiking partner says the teen fell about 500 feet from an icy ridge called Devil's Backbone. Casanova was a Seal Beach resident who attended Santa Clara University. He worked part-time in Long Beach at the Leeway Sailing Center. People who knew him are struggling to understand what happened.
If he got in trouble, it wasn't because he was unprepared. Something else happened. I just feel he's just too smart for that. So yeah, right now I'm still trying to process it.
The other 2 hikers found dead were not hiking with Casanova. Authorities are still trying to identify them. Meantime, officials have closed some trails on Mount Baldy through Wednesday. That includes the Devil's Backbone Trail where Casanova fell, as well as 6 other routes you see listed on your screen. Some recreational areas are also closed. Violators can be fined up to $5,000.
The New Year's Day rain is bringing an all too familiar threat to the burn areas. Those communities are on high alert for flooding and mudslides. Crews have been working nonstop in Altadena, hoping to avoid a repeat of the mess caused by last week's storm. This was the scene on Loma Alta Drive on Christmas Day after heavy rain brought mud and debris down from the hillsides. But even with the warning about today's storm, some residents, they're just happy to be home nearly a year after devastating fires changed life there forever.
We just moved in last week. We've been in 6 Airbnbs since January 7th. So glad to be home in time for Christmas holiday.
Evacuation warnings are now in place for burn scar areas.
A Pinion Hills community still digging out from last week's Christmas storm is also bracing for round 2 from Mother Nature. Last week, a river of mud went right through a couple's home, trapping Mike Dodgen and his wife inside for 4 hours until the water receded.
The levee gave way up above me somewhere, and then all the water from Wrightwood coming down the wash started coming right into my property. I couldn't believe the power of the water and the mud.